When I was a little girl, maybe this rings true for a lot of you guys. When I was a little girl, it actually still rings true now. My dad could give me that look. That look, and it was like, ooh. That looked like you better get it together.
The look doesn't work anymore. I don't know what happened with the look.
It doesn't happen on you.
No, it still works.
Listen, you can borrow my dad.
No, with kids now.
Oh.
That's when you use excuse me?
That's right.
Oh, I know the look.
Yeah, my dad could give me that look like you, and I was like, uh-oh, I knew. So there also, or there's nonverbal ways we communicate. Facial expressions, or, Dad, this might look familiar, it's probably been about 2 years, or 10 years old now, but.
Excuse me?
My nonverbal communication of rolling my eyes. I said something with that, right? Or
Body language.
Yeah, body language, yeah. So those are all the ways that we can communicate now. And those are things that I want you to just think about as we kind of move through the next few minutes on the topic of building rapport and relationships with clients. So, if someone decides not to work with you, we can do a lot of analysis of it. It's because of price. In my world as an agent, I didn't get an account. I worked really hard on it. I saved them money. I was a rock star. Like, there's nothing I can look back and say that I didn't do something right. And probably in your guys' world, it might be you could tell a client something, and they say, well, is it all right if I just want to talk to Dave Jr. about it? Even though Dave Jr. is going to tell them the same exact thing.
Or he's not going to know the answer and prove.
That's right. Or it could be that. It'd be like, oh, well, what did Donna tell you? Yeah. What did Lynn say? But in our world, so in my world, I did everything right. I was a rock star. And in your world, you were a rock star as well because you knew the answer. But they want to talk to their agent. They want to hear it from their agent. So there's two things that if people decide not to work with you or do business with you. The first one is that they don't like you. Ugh. That's a little painful. Okay, I want people to like me, but they don't like you for whatever reason. It could be because we communicate differently. It could be personality traits. It could be just we didn't get off on the right foot. The second one is they don't trust you. And out of the two, I think that's probably the bigger of the two. In my case, when I did everything right, I saved them money, I gave them more coverage, I was on time, I gave a great presentation, I brought in the CSR and introduced them to the office. I mean, I did everything right. They didn't trust me. They were still comfortable with their other agent who's been with them for 20 years. There's that, they trust them. Even though I'm going to pay more money, I trust them because you're new. You're the newbie.
The rapport.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's the rapport. And in your case,
you couldn't have a chance to earn it.
That's right. Or we just didn't get off on the right foot. Or in your case, it's, you know what? I believe you, but because I want to talk to my agent, I don't quite trust you just yet. So those are the two things that if they don't want to work with you, just, I think, understanding that and not taking it so personally, because especially for me, I will take it very personally. I will carry it around with me. I will walk with it. I'll go home and tell everybody that I see about it. And it's just really those two very simple things. Okay, so the first step in building rapport is we just want to start off on the right foot. And part of starting out on the right foot, and I'm jumping a little bit ahead on some of these slides, but is what we're going to lead with. Starting off on the right foot is going to be first about us and then about them. So to start off on the right foot, you know what? I wake up and I'm just not together. I've had a bad morning. I almost ran out of gas on the way here. I'm just not, and I'm getting ready to go into this appointment. I have a client coming into the office. I'm just, my spouse really ticked me off. And I'm just not, I call it ultra present. I'm just not putting out those good vibes. So that's not going to start us off on the right foot. That's dealing with us. So we have to think about that, starting off on the right foot. But besides that, for the business side, how can we start off on the right foot? Is we want to know something about our clients. And this is probably maybe a little bit more so on new clients or clients that you haven't worked with very often. They're going to be maybe a new account that the agent wrote. And I know in our office, what we started doing, we got away from it, it worked so well that we stopped doing it, type of thing. But we would have the CSR call a new client and introduce themselves and just say, I know that you're now working with Jack. I'm his customer service rep. I'm here to help. Here's my phone number. Here's my fax number. If you have a billing question. Because for the most part, when an agent is first worked with a client, they probably only worked with the client. They know the agent, and sometimes in the whole scheme of things, we forget to mention, at least I do, Regina's going to be your customer service rep. If I'm not immediately available, you can ask for her. She has all the same access to your information as I do. Certainly you can contact me, but if you need a quick answer, here's her number and here's her email. But starting off on the right foot and learning things about your client. Talk about communicating. There's lots of ways now. I call it stalking people. There's so many ways. But people have websites. Going onto their website, looking at their website, talking to your agent about the account. How did you get this account? Is it a referral? If it's a referral, you're golden. Who referred you? Because probably someone that referred you already likes you. Going back to that one, they already like you. So we're starting off on the right foot in that sense. But people have websites. They have Facebook. It wasn't too long ago that Carrie and I were going to an appointment, and it was 2 brothers and a sister, and I didn't know the sister's name. But we found it online. I didn't go in there and go, I'm sorry, you're a $75,000 account and I don't know your name. No, we found it on Facebook or wherever. I mean, things are more easily accessible to really learn about our clients. And it could just be just tidbits of information. It doesn't have to be their whole story. And when I say stalking, I don't want you to go back and be like, Staci told me to stalk all your clients. I don't want you to do that. But that's part of starting out on the right foot. It's about knowing something about your client, because in that transaction, that next time that you talk to them, you want there to be that connect. You want to have that connection. You want to be able to, whether you bring it up, say, hey, I was taking, because client, let me tell you something. You tell a client, hey, I was checking out your website, and that's really cool that a lot of them, ABC did. They're going to go, wow, that's cool. Yeah, and you know what? I might have a referral for you because I know somebody down the street from me that, people love that. They're going to go, wow, you know what? She didn't have to do that. Dawn didn't have to check out my website and tell me how great it is. She didn't have to do that. So those are some of the ways that we can start off on the right foot as far as getting to know your clients. I don't have to tell you guys, but it's been said so many times, really this business is all about relationships. People leave us because of relationships. People come back to us for the relationship. There's a rapport there. There's a comfort there. I've been that agent that they don't leave because they know me, because they trust me. So, and another guy, Don and I came in. The guy came in the other day and said, "This guy's going to save me $400, Staci." Don and I said, "Done. You're going to leave me for $400? I don't want to, Staci, because I trust you. I like doing business with you guys." That's what he said, right? He said, "So if I can find you $400, then I'm ecstatic." Don't. So I've been in that position where it's been to my benefit. As an agent, when you're on the other side trying to get the account, it's a little bit different. But those are, especially new clients, there's tidbits of information, that relationship that you can start before you even talk to them. That's your first few steps. That's being just a little bit more prepared. That's doing what the other agent and the other CSR that they left, they didn't do that. Those are the little differences that over time, over and over and over and over again, we talk about the compound effect. It's really the compound effect. It can work in a negative and a positive way, but those tidbits of information that we gather, especially on new clients, that we talk about, that we bring up, are going to be really, really important. So that would be maybe some of the things, if we look back at our first name of the client that we like, are they just tidbits of information that we've picked up? Do we have something in common? Is that why are they really, really nice to us in tough situations? Those are the things that you want to keep building on with those kind of clients and with new clients. So, the best way to get off on the right foot, and this is going to be a tactic, this is going to be an action item that you could practice, is you want to ask open-ended questions. Open-ended questions, there'll be times, I'll be honest, that I'm like, I have no idea what to ask the client next. I don't know much about this client's business, but I'm interested. And not only am I interested, but I'm ultra present with them. And when I say ultra present, I mean I'm right here with you. Nobody else matters. You are the only one. Every word that's coming out of your mouth is 100% important to me. And I'm here, and I'm with you. I don't go out of zone, but I'm with you. I might not understand everything, and I'm going to ask a lot of questions. So for me, the tactic that I personally use is I go back to the open-ended question: the who, the what, the why, the how, the where. And those are going to be the next few places on your and it's really, once you have them in front of you, well, the slide before us, I would put that up somewhere. I actually have that in my office, because sometimes I'm talking on the phone and I'm going, I don't really know where this conversation is going. But I do know that people love, Charity knows what I'm going to say, love to talk about themselves. And I mean, I am too. You could ask me, Staci, how's your brother? Regina did the other day. Your brother's in the Air Force, and we just went on vacation. I mean, people they love to talk about themselves. So these open-ended questions, not only do they get people talking, but they keep them talking and you listening. And I put an example of an open-ended question. It's very simple, which I love. I took this off of a seminar that I went to, and I was like, gosh, this is so simple. You think it should be this complicated formula that I'll never remember. It sounds good, but I can't, I have too many other things in my brain. It's just so simple. The who, the what, the where. Now, when you get this information, you have to write it down. I want you to write that down. Write it down, scan it, Panafax it, put it in Sam Goldmine, put it in I have files that they literally say, don't ever throw out. However you save your information that you feel the most comfortable with about clients, save that. And then when that client calls or comes in, we still use Goldmine. I'm not sure if everybody uses that or uses something but gosh, it's so easy to just go in there and go, oh yeah, okay, yeah, they're getting married. They're getting married in 3 months. Tidbit of information. How's the planning going? You ask a bride how the planning's going, and say like, it's great, it's wonderful. My best friend's getting married. She's like, I can't wait till it's over. But she'll talk about it. And the clients, you want them to talk about it, right? And doing that, again, you're listening, they're talking, and they're loving it. You're building rapport. You're building a relationship with them. We're not talking about this auto change. We're going to get it done, because that's what I do. I'm going to get this done. But in the meantime, I'm going to make our relationship a little bit better, because let's face it, down the road, there's going to be a problem that comes up, right? There's going to be a claim that might not get paid. And that rapport and that relationship is going to be so vital, because they're going to go, I really do like you, but I'm not happy about this. But I'm going to listen to you because I trust you and I like you. And I want you, I know you're on my side, so I'm going to let you work that out. So it works in really all areas.